Yo, what up, you guys? Magic IQ here, and this car is absolutely insane. Still is the best, I mean the best car in S-Class. Honestly, I don't know if there's been some handling updates on it, but I used to struggle to handle this car in terms of grip. Now, I don't know if they changed anything. Maybe you guys can, let me know, but ever since I put the V12 in it in my recent video that I made a while ago, the most recent video on this car though, it just felt like it handled so much better. And I don't know if they tweaked it after the update, but I have to refresh you guys with this build because I've been getting some crazy times. I got a 232 on rapid transit. Now you're probably like, Magic, that's not like that track requires a lot of handling, but I've done it like not once, but like 4, 5, 6 times in a row. Like lower 33s, 32s, like this car is so consistent now. Like even on blue collar, I'm getting 2.0s, like 2-minute flats, 159s, 201s. Like on getting high tonight, it's 147s, 148s, 149s. Like this car is like kind of ridiculous. Now the getting high tonight, for some reason, the last corner before the last straight, I always bend that corner, so I don't really like using this car on getting high tonight. I much prefer either the Mustang, the Fox body, or something like that. I don't know why, just this car on getting high tonight, even though I've gotten some really good times in it, we don't agree with each other. Me and this guy right here, me and the grandpa don't agree with each other. But on every other track, I mean, this thing is just absolutely insane. And also that new endurance race, this car is probably a beast for. So I highly suggest you guys check this out. So I'm going to run you guys through it real quick as a refresher. Also, I got a couple other builds that I got cooking up. Man, I got a drift build for the Mercedes that I actually put out yesterday, or I think it was the day before yesterday. I have the Black Series drift build coming out for you guys tomorrow morning as well. So make sure you guys sit tight and wait for that. It works just as well. So make sure you guys go and use that car as well for that track. But for every other track, this thing's an absolute beast. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I feel like I've been rambling on a little bit here. This thing's got the 6.1 liter V12. You guys have already seen this build before. I'll link the original build video down below in the description, but I just wanted to make sure you guys saw it again and really refresh your guys' memory because this thing's an absolute beast. Pumping out 867 horsepower, 652 foot-pounds of torque, 11.1 quarter mile, 0 to 60 is 3.9, top speed's 207, can get up to 213, 215. Now, you guys are probably saying, why don't you use the V8 Magic? Well, it actually doesn't handle as well, and it's also way too torquey, in my opinion. This thing just handles the corners so nicely because of the lower torque values, and it has higher horsepower, so you still get that top end kick. This thing just feels so much more tame than that 5, or I think it's the 2.8 liter V8 out of the F40 that you can swap into this car. It's just a little too rowdy for me. This 6.1 liter V12 gets it done, and it gets it done consistently. I don't know what the record is for rapid transit. If somebody could let me know down below in the comments, I would really appreciate it. But as you guys can see, we got all elite parts here. We're opting for dual turbochargers as our first forced induction. Our nitrous bottle is sport. Our suspension is regular suspension. Now you're probably like, does that affect the handling? Dude, it still grips like a dime. I don't know what to tell you. This thing turns on. It feels really, really good. It turns on the money. Every corner I've taken with this thing on rapid and high-speed tracks, it just hooks and books, man. Tires on this are elite grip tires, okay? The clutch is basic. The brakes are basic, obviously. The 7-speed gearbox is mandatory for that top speed, okay? We're also running an elite differential, grip, and drift auxiliaries. We are running maxed out 80% grip all the way to the left on this car. Drift builds on this car are really not that great. Don't recommend them. Steering sensitivity. This might have a little bit to do as to why my car may handle better than yours if you aren't feeling it. About 2 clicks to the right. Trust me, it's the perfect sauce. I love it with 2 clicks to the right. Towards high on steering sensitivity, feels great. Downforce is all the way towards high. Traction control is off. Drift entry is brake tap. Now, I will say this is a re-uploaded build. I've uploaded this once before. It did well back then. I wanted to make sure you guys know that this is still top tier for Volume 2. This is number 1 or number 2 in S-Class, depending on the track. I think this thing is a baller, man. So make sure you guys Definitely use this thing when you're sliding on rapid transit. Make sure you switch to this car the race before though, just because when you switch to the car for that race, it actually doesn't allow you to launch in 5th gear, which you're going to need to launch in order to get those record times, but you're still going to be able to accomplish the 234 while launching in 1st. So any high-speed tracks, this car is mandatory, especially since you can switch every race now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Magic IQ. Get out there and destroy those playlists. More drift versions of previous builds coming soon, as well as I revisit some builds that you guys say, yo, Magic, I think this is patched or it's been changed a little bit. I think there might have been some balancing that they did under, wraps with certain motors. It might have affected the handling of certain cars. So I'm going to go back and visit some and see what we can change. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been Magic IQ, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.